Hey, it's Rich Big Daddy Salgado. I'm here at the beautiful Oheka Castle in Huntington, Long Island. I'm getting together with my man, Sinclair Jones, for our interview for Social Lifestyles magazine. Well, you know what, I did. Every kid grows up wanting to be a pro athlete and, you know, being on TV and all those things. But you know what, it's a tough thing to do and it wasn't in my cards. Well, it's funny, the insurance business was nothing that I thought about. It was just something that was brought to my attention by a friend of mine, and he said, I think you'd be great at it because you're able to talk to people, you know a lot of people, and I grew up in this niche market that I've created with sports and entertainment, so I went with it. You know what, I don't do it as much as I used to, but it is about networking. And you know, the one thing, I've done everything, I've been everywhere, I've been to so many Super Bowls and NBA All-Star games and hockey All-Star, but it's always a continuous network because you always have to go and continue to get business. Well, you know what, I think the main thing is always being upfront and honest, you know, and I'm able to speak to a lot of the clients because I've been where they're at. You know, I'm a guy that I grew up in sports since I'm 8, 9 years old. I've seen everything. I've seen guys that have started at the bottom and are now at the top, and I believe that's what sets me apart. You know, my brother Lewis, who works with me as my partner, we have a hands-on approach, and I think that's what really helps us a lot. And we travel and we go to certain events, and you know, we know the right people. I'm probably bigger and heavier than most, but I would say that would be the first thing. But all kidding aside, I think it's, you know, what you see is what you get. And you know, I don't overcommit, I don't promise anything. You know, I keep a promise. I think that's the biggest thing that sets us apart from probably other people, because if I tell you it's black, it's black. If I tell you it's white, it's white. I don't say, oh, it's gray. You know, it's one or the other. That's what I think sets us apart. It's kind of funny, I got the nickname when I was in college by a much larger individual than I was. You know, he was about 6'9" to 140 pounds, and you know, he said, "You're a big daddy," and our position coach, he was a father figure, so he was like, "Yeah, that's your big daddy, big daddy." You know, I think we really stress when we sit with the client and we introduce ourselves and we discuss or make up a plan. It's a plan that's suited for them, not to benefit me as the person selling it. So I think that's one of the biggest things that people don't understand when the word insurance is brought up in front of them. I mean, in 20 years, it's been a pretty elite group of clients. I mean, you know, we've insured some Heisman Trophy winners like, you know, Reggie Bush. We've insured NHL Rookie of the Year players like Scott Gomez, Brian Berard, you know, some Olympians there. You know, football-wise, Hall of Famers, I've got my first one, which is Michael Strahan. And, well, he's actually not the first one, but he's one of them. And, you know, so it's been a diverse group, you know. And then on the flip side, which a lot of people don't realize, is that I have a corporate practice. You know, it's I have a mailman who's a client. Everybody knows about my my pizza connection, Umberto's, you know, he's a client, his family's a client, the restaurants are all client, you know. So it's a whole universe of who's who on this side and who's who in the business of, you know, corporate day, everyday life. It started with raising money, you know, for the hospital, North Shore LIJ, which is here in Long Island, that had served, you know, operated on me and saved my life. So year one, they were the designated benefactor, and now, you know, 2 years later, now St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital is the benefactor. And the one thing that I thought was, here I was doing this with all my clients, where I was assisting and running an event or getting other clients to attend, or auction items and all that. And myself and Bob Broderick, who does my PR and runs my event, decided, you know what, we can pull this off. Let's do it. And the first year we did it in a 4-month run, you know, kind of put everything wham bam. And it ended up being, you know, doing well. The next year it did even better. And then the third year it did even better. And, you know, it's a great thing to be involved with, because it's giving back. You know, I don't have children myself, but, you know, I visited the hospital last year, and I was hesitant on going because, being that I was in a hospital, I had major surgery, I was kind of like, I don't want to go see all that. And when I visited the hospital and I saw what St. Jude's does, it's a place of hope. I mean, it's not, there's no guarantees, but there's hope there. You know, they bring the sick child in, they house the family. I mean, there are no bills for this family, whether, you know, it's one kid and, you know, the mom and dad and 2 other siblings. They handle all of that. And that's what really led me to say, you know what, St. Jude's is where I want to hang my hat. And again, the biggest word for me with that whole thing is hope. Michael Strahan, Mike Tyson, Gary Sheffield, Kevin Weeks. You know, we diversify with all the sports. So, you know, you've got hockey, football, basketball, baseball. We had Marshawn Brooks here when he was at the Nets. Jason Kidd has been here every year. Last year we had Melissa Joan Hart, the actress, Robert Davi, the actor. So it's been a who's who of, you know, pretty big names, and we look forward to growing that. I want to take this event to be a national event, and I want it all to happen here at Oheka Castle. I'd say it's one of them. I mean, I'm very, you know, I hang my hat on it. It's a lot of work. From year one to going into the third year, my head was spinning from all the phone calls, from all the chasing people down. You know, you're trying to get commitments from the celebrities, and you know, the team that I work with, they're incredible, so they get everything done. But still, at the end of the day, when it's your name on it, you try to set a standard. At times it's tough, you know, but I always say first you do A, then you do B, then you do C, and then you go along the line, the rest of the alphabet. And that's how I live my life. I mean, am I married to work? Yes, I am. I'm the first to admit it.
This is my next question.
You know, yeah. Am I married to work? Yes, I am. Am I married to this charity and you know, my foundation? Yes, I am. I mean, it's, again, I don't have children, so my golf outing for the kids, and also, you know, the Big Daddy Youth Football Camp that I have will be going into year 2. Those are my 2 prides and joy. I mean, it's a nice thing and it's a great thing. I think, one, the athletes realize that you're helping them. You know, you're trying to do what's right for them, and then in return, you know, you always have a friend. You know, I get guys that I don't even do business with that I run into, you know, at Super Bowls and whatnot, at red carpet events, and they're always, hey, what's up? You know, they're always friendly, and you know, some guys say, hey, I know who you are, and I guess with all the press and notoriety and the publications that our company and myself have been featured in, you know, it helps. I have always felt that we're the most important person in the athlete's life, in anyone's life, because you guide these clients into making decisions that will benefit their families. God forbid there's a situation that comes up and they're not ready for it. You know, and I'm one of those people. I never thought that I'd be sick, and you know, I still get yelled at because when we found out that I had an aneurysm, and I was telling everybody, oh, it's just a little procedure, they're gonna go do my leg, and you know, da-da-da-da-da, because I felt like I didn't win the lottery, you know, so it wasn't like I needed big fanfare. I didn't need, you know, 10,000 get-wells and flowers and candy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm not appreciative of all the people caring and whatnot. It's just I wanted to deal with it in my own way, you know. And knock on wood, I'm here, and then I guess it's a wake-up call, and you know, it's give back because I'm able to, you know, and that, again, that's where it all goes back to the hope thing with St. Jude's. I mean, I'm going to go back down there again in April. I'm going to revisit. I have a friend down there, his name's Tyler, and he will be my next Big Daddy Celebrity Golf Classic ambassador. So I want to bring him up, and I want to have him on stage with me, and I want everyone in the world to see who my guy is there, and give him well wishes, because he's sick and we need to help him get better. I don't think there's a fulfillment, because there's so much that needs to be done. There's so much money that needs to be raised. So if I said to you, hey, we raised $50 million, is a crazy wild number, would I be happy? I'd be ecstatic. But would I be satisfied? No, because every year there's a need to keep that hospital at such a different level than anywhere else on this planet, because it's, again, a place where all the patients come in from all over the world because they can't be helped where they're at, so they come there to find hope.
Big Daddy, it was an honor to sit here and talk to you today.
No, thank you.
Greatly appreciate it, and we look forward to the 2016
Big Daddy Celebrity Golf Classic.
Yep. Now, what's the date? Do you have one yet?
We don't have one yet, but you know, you can go on our website at www.bigdaddygolfclassic.com, and all the updates will be on there, and more information about who's going to be there, and again, the dates, and we all know where it's at, so stay tuned there, and you can find out whatever you need to find out.